Hello everyone, welcome back to more Yu-Gi-Oh! We are returning now to the GX era. I think I only dueled a couple of duels in yesterday. It was kind of late when we stopped dueling, so my memory is a bit foggy. We still have a few minutes before the official start of the stream, but who cares? Let's just get going. So I don't think... Were there any massive changes? I got... Oh, that's right. I changed it up with the magical citadel of Endymion and Endymion himself. So now I have an actual boss monster in the deck. And a real sort of strategy to build towards. I do think I have made the deck significantly weaker with this push. But... whatever, it's... whatever, it's funny. So the Shadow Duelist. In the story, Professor Crowler was contracting these mysterious, dark psychos to try to kill Jaden and his friends. And this guy is like a fake Millennium Items user. And he uses the Archfiend deck, which in the anime was a lot about dice rolls. And I know a lot of the early Archfiend cards had that going for themselves, so... probably, if they go by that, it's gonna be a really easy duel. Hey, what do you know? I beat him. Let's go first. Why don't you play a real game like Rugrats Search for Reptar on the PlayStation 1? I'm not a Rugrats guy. Stinkus. Maximus. Rugrats not my jam. Let's go for Blast Magician. Set Mirror Force to defend him. Then let him build up some spell counters for me, in case he doesn't try to go for my go for the attack. Or, yeah, like that. See, seems like a skill issue, but okay. Well, Rugrats just kind of sucks ass, man. Like it's a lot of American animation just looks like dog shit. Oh no, he blew up my Mirror Force. Damn. Okay, well I have 4 spell counters on Blast Magician, so I can really start going for it soon. First, we'll summon Breaker. Next we'll activate Breaker to pop his field spell. Now we'll spell Power Grasp Breaker and pop his back row. See, like this is the optimal way for this spell counter strategy to run. But most hands I draw into probably are not going to be this this forgiving of the deck. All right then, Breaker attack. And now Blaster attacks. Next turn, if I can keep the pressure up, I should be able to go into Dark Red Enchanter, and then I can start hand looping him, which will be extraordinarily degenerate, but very, very funny, all the same. Man, he's gotta cut this out. Alright, let's start with this. At the designated... Yeah, we'll do that. Dark Red Enchanter, that's when he summons? No, it's also just when a spell card is activated. Okay. Pop, Archfiend's Palabyrinth. Now, Dark Red Enchanter... Actually, a part of me is thinking whether I should just keep this strategy going. At least for one more round. No, I shouldn't. I should get rid of Breaker. Now he's on the field. And I'll activate his effect, and I'll start tearing my opponent's hands to shreds. What was this? Double spell. I would have done nothing for you anyways. I guess we could go for Wonder Wand on Dark Red Enchanter. Get him some extra attack points. Plus he gets extra attack points from the Wonder Wand itself. So now, like, this is a pretty decent play. Also, I have 8 spell counters on this thing. I can basically pop anything. Obelisk the Tormentor. It's no match for this. Oh yes, sir. I've been told there are good old days of the TCG. These were the good old days. These are the good old days. But also, every era is marked with good formats and bad formats. Anybody who says otherwise, skill issue, they say. Spell Power Grasp from Dark Red Enchanter. See this? 3,100 attack points. Dark Red Enchanter is such a good sleeper pick card. Let's rip this out of your hand. Oh, you got the Summoned Skull retrain? It don't matter, it don't matter. We're gonna go for a game. Also, hello and thank you for the consistently excellent content. Very grateful for people like you. Thank you, thank you. Yes, I'm currently in the middle of editing the Dark Souls 3 level design discussion. I was gonna release the Dark Souls 2 level design discussion tomorrow, but I haven't even had time to review it. So, and you know, instead of doing that, I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But I've been busy. I'm so tired. I can play video games when tired. I can't really do a lot of crazy editing. Now, what do we get here? Got a new booster pack from Bastion. So it's called Double Spell. No, wait, I don't already have that. Yugi had that in his deck, and I played it. Double Spell. So we'll be adding Double Spell to the card pool pretty soon, because Double Spell is one of those great cards. Specifically, it's never been a good meta card ever, but for the specific kind of Yu-Gi-Oh! We're playing right now, where they all have these anime decks, they all run Monster Reborn, they all run Pot of Greed, and they all like aggressively play these cards, so it's good to be able to just rip into them. So we'll see. So in this duel, Cyrus, Jaden Yugi's best pal, and complete wanker, may I add, he has like psychological trauma from having a cooler, bigger brother. The best character in Yu-Gi-Oh! Better than Kaiba, probably even. Kaiser Ryo Marufuchi, Kaiser Marufuchi, Kaiser Ryo, Hell Kaiser, St. Truesdale. It's got a lot of names. He uses the cyber strategy. And because he canonically defeated Jaden, we'll be playing as him for this duel. But I'm actually a really good Cyber Dragon player. I know a lot of strategies around that strategy that most players don't even know, like Gearspring Spirit. And this is back during the end of Master Rule 4, like toss format, when I was doing some Cyber Dragon experimentations. Gearspring Spirit is a really good pick because it's an all-machine deck if you weren't doing the danger crap. It's also a level 8, so you can go into Dingirsu, and it's a deck that relies on the battle phase, which isn't the best, but you get a Cyber End out, which you usually don't want to do, but you do that in that case, because Gearspring Spirit can round a monster's attack and defense down to 0, and then you can just crash over it with Cyber End and go for game. We'll go first. I also wonder what deck Jaden's gonna have. Is he gonna have his trash vanilla elemental heroes, or did they give him some of his the multitudes of hero support he's gotten over the years? So we're gonna see some masked heroes show up, or are we gonna see? I guess the only way we'll know is just to see. This is not the best hand in the world, but provided I can get my enemy controller disruption off, Silent Magician should be pretty formidable by the end of this. Will the Dark Souls 3 WID have the same discussion format as the Dark Souls 1 one? Also, is there an approximate release date? So, the Dark Souls 2 and the Dark Souls 3 videos are both just conversation, and yes, they're formatted exactly like the Dark Souls 1 video was. Like I said, Dark Souls 2 was supposed to come out tomorrow. I'll probably push it by a week, just so that I have time to tweak anything, like review it, tweak anything in editing I need to edit, do a thumbnail and all that. Dark Souls 3, like I try to release a video on the first Monday of every month. But because of some difficulties IRL, some hectic stuff that's happened to me, some genuine struggles and hurdles that have come my way, including starting to play Yu-Gi-Oh again. I haven't had the time to review, and I'm only like, I think I'm just over an hour into the Dark Souls 3 level discussion audio editing, so there may even be a week for that video to be fully ready. Okay, we do want to disrupt that. Change him to defense position. Because I don't want to have to break the board with Dark Hole in order to hopefully draw into a strategy. Now we can use Pot of Greed. The meme card, wouldn't you know it? Ooh, and hey, yeah, Silent Magician has spell counters, so... And yes, we'll add the designated card. Also, if we can turf Endymion, we can special summon Chaos Emperor Dragon. Or we can even turf him and we can bring him back with Call of the Haunted. We have a lot of plays on the field. Now Jaden does have negate attack. I don't think he has mirror force. He has mirror wall, I believe. Is Miyazaki bothering you again with vague promises of being the lead for Bloodborne 2? Miyazaki doesn't call me anymore, ever since I said he was a loser. Yodex Gundyr versus 2000 Miyazakis. Hope things calm down for you on the personal front. Wishing you the best. You celebrate Easter at all? So, my dad invited me for dinner yesterday, and I didn't end up going, but it's Easter tomorrow, so I do hope, I am planning on meeting up with him. Oh my lord, this is quite something. This thing has... okay. Go for Spell Power Grasp. Put it on the Magical Citadel of Endymion. And yes, at... then it gets another one. Also, I believe whenever spell counters leave the field, this thing can absorb it. Is it not? So yeah, spell card is activated, get a spell counter. If this card with a spell counter is destroyed, place its spell counter. If a card with spell counters is destroyed, place its spell counters on this card. Once per turn, if you activate a card by removing spell counters. No, okay. Yeah, if this card is destroyed, you can remove one spell counter from it instead. So what I could technically do is I could use Dark Hole to destroy my own Silent Magician and his face down monster. Then I would have 6 spell counters, and that would let me bust out Endymion. And then I could even recur the Dark Hole. Which I think I'm gonna do. So now, special summon. In attack mode, of course. And I can get the Dark Hole back. Or I can bring back my Pot of Greed. So if I get the Dark Hole back, I would be able to use it to get out of any situation, and I have Call of the Haunted, so I can bring Endymion back. Or... no, I think Pot of Greed is the correct play. Because it lets me... I can instantly use it, and it generates spell counters. And now we'll just normal summon this. And battle phase. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, that's right, he used Winged Kuripo earlier, I completely forgot. Special summon this version, target one. Yeah, and yeah, I can discard spells to pop things on his side of the field. I could go for Silent Magician again, but I think it would be kind of overkill, considering I'm already winning pretty hard. I don't think we need to go for any crazy strategies. Hello, Acer. For once, I feel good about going into the fight against Ornstein and Small in Dark Souls 1. Huh? You feel good about that now? That's pretty good. You should be careful not to take any damage. That's the best advice I can give. Jaden Yuki's best play was to play something face down. Probably it's like Clayman or Winged Kuripo again or some trash. Let's go for another Spell Power Grasp on the Magical Citadel. And it's actually pretty funny that he does not have a spell counter effect outside of his special summon. Even though he's the boss monster of the spell counter strategy at this era of the game, his retrain has a crazy effect. There you can just bounce Endymion cards to your hand to negate magic effects, and like when he's destroyed, you can bring him back and add magic. It's like he can do basically everything, that monster. But like here, you can discard one spell card, then target one card on the field, destroy that target. It really feels like it should go like once per turn, you can destroy 2 or 3 spell counters and target one card and destroy it. Like this whole strategy revolves around playing your spell cards and discarding them. It's just like, it's not great. But yeah, anyways, let's just go directly into this. No, oops. Yeah, attack directly. Ah! Okay. So, this is... Activate the effect of a card. No. No, we're not going to continue to attack. Because that thing forces me to take a lot of damage. Doesn't it? Cannot be normal as a special summon. You can tribute this face-up card. Destroy all attack position monster your opponent controls and inflict damage to your opponent equal to the combined attack of all of those destroyed monsters. No, I mean, this... Aside from the damage I'm about to take, this isn't really that big of a deal. Let's do Call of the Haunted. I would have activated this during the battle phase, but I'm not 100% sure about how the game is formatted, like how they programmed the resolution of this effect. Because him destroying everything on my field, and then I took the damage, I should have been safe to use Call of the Haunted there to bring him back. And then I could have gone in and swung against Jaden. But there is the slight chance that he would have just exploded again. And we don't wanna mess around with that. You have any time to play any of the stellar new indies out? Slay the Spire 2, Mugenics, etc.? I have not. Like I said, all I've really been playing is a bunch of Resident Evil stuff in my off time, and now Yu-Gi-Oh! On streaming. And other than that, I'm just doing, designing the final area for my game. And then I have a boss. I actually have 2 bosses to design, but one of them is much easier. and then just polishing that stuff up. And then I continue editing the level design series. I've actually, so I have sort of 50-50 booked the guest for the Bloodborne one. And so yeah, and also the Dark Souls 3 original level design discussion I did with Loki, that was really bad because I was really tired when we recorded it, so it's a lot of me going, just like, I think I've talked about this a lot, but my, I don't have a good performance in it, and if I were to try to edit it into being listenable, so I'm not just adding in all these pauses to try to make for a coherent conversation, if I were to edit it in order to try and make it listenable, I would be working on that thing for a couple of months, and we're not going to be doing that. So I re-recorded it. I am going to release the one I recorded with Loki, with just light editing, on the Patreon in the coming days, after I finish the level design one I'm doing now, with a special guest, another guest, and we'll figure something else out to do with Loki. Oh hey, let's just go battle phase mode. And now let's set our magic jammer. Mutagenics I have heard people talk about though, really fondly. Yeah, Jaden Yugi. Jaden Yugi is not making it out of Duel Academy with this deck. This is the second time he busts out Sparkman against me. I probably should have magic jammered his Rhoda to be able to go for a direct attack, but it's fine. We'll just out-resource him. I'm rocking the Silver Knight set and a +10 Zweihander. Oh, you're gonna destroy them. Summon. I don't need to. I don't need to use his effect. I just need the body. Or not even. One more direct attack with Endymion would have done it, but he may summon something in defense mode, and we can't be having that. Nah. He is done. What was it? Hero Signal? Oh, it was bait. He didn't even have a real strategy against me. Well, thanks for the great duel, Zane. I totally got my game on. So here's actually one. Winged Karibo. One of my favorite cards. And an essential component of the Sabatiel Fusion Toolbox strategy, which is the greatest deck I ever built. And Sabatiel is printed in 2011, I believe. So it should be in this game. And I also then would have the Flute of Summoning Karibo, so I could do the Sabatiel engine. Plus there's like Battle Fusion, we have the polymerizations and such, but... we don't have like Starving Venom. We have Super Poly. But I don't think we have a lot of good fusion monsters for this strategy, so... Like First of the Dragons, we have that. We have... Or wait! Do we have Starving Venom? Oh, we do! Oh, chat! Okay, so throughout GX, we're going to be trying to build into the Sabatiel engine. Card shop. Bastian, what kind of cards you got for me, bro? Do you have any, It's got some... Let me see. Please, I need Winged Karibo support. Death Frog. No. Vampire Lady. Veil of Darkness. Drag down to the grave. I don't know if he's gonna be of much help for that eventual route. Plus, should it not be possible to just buy cards by inserting a code or something? I don't know. Campaign, let's go back. Formula for success. This is Bastion versus Chaz Princeton. This is actually a really interesting introduction to Chaz, because he was supposed to have been set up as a rival earlier in the story, but this is apparently where they want to introduce him. Are the rumors true that there's an in-depth visual novel-style skeleton dating system in Snail? No, but you can create a mod. You can mod that into the game if you want. Now, Chaz's strategy in this era, I believe, is the Chthonian stuff. Ornstein and Smo are dead. Let's go. That's good. Yeah, see, this seems pretty Chthonian, all right. But I play my Mirror Force to blow up your Dark Blade. I'm gonna destroy that too with my Breaker, by the way. Don't you worry about that, Chaz Princeton. Special summon, but he only gets his effect on a normal summon, so that's the way we gotta do this. Place this face down first, so it's probably the stronger card. Yeah. See. That's pretty astute, wouldn't you say? Because if I'd popped the other one, he'd have Dark Blade on the board now, and I wouldn't be able to do any damage. So right now we're doing good. We're doing good. And I don't think he's... Oh wait, he does have something with more than 2,000 attack points. But it can't attack. Can it? Oh, it can! Oh! That's interesting. That's interesting. That's also a fun utilization of his deck. Summon Goblinberg, activate its effect. Bring out the Tricky in attack mode. Swap him into defense. Copy the Fiend Mega Cyber. Now, I could crash them. I could also play Monster Reborn, get Silent Magician back, use Spell Power Grasp, bring him to 1500. His next turn, Silent Magician would go up to 2000. But I don't. No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't feel like. I feel like I'd be forfeiting a lot of advantage. Also, I'm gonna crash into the Dark Blade instead. And force him to crash. God damn it, I was hoping he wouldn't be doing that. Ugh. Oh wait, he doesn't wanna crash. Okay, we can roll with that. Now, yeah, now we do it. In attack mode. Silent Magician level 4, get some spell counters off. Spell Power Grasp on Silent Magician. Add the cards. And tragically, we can only activate this once per turn, but whatever. Battle phase. Crash Copycat into the Fiend Mega Cyber. And now, we'll have the strongest monster on the board. God damn it, I knew he'd draw into that. Good news, I get 2 spell counters on this. Bad news, oh wait, no. Okay. Also, I should use Spell Power Grasp, because I don't want to draw into my 3rd copy of that thing. Yeah, Spell Power Grasp Retrain is actually really good, because you can search an Endymion card instead. It gives you a lot more versatility in how you want to play the strategy. All the fly Icelandic honeys must be banging down your door because of your vast library of Yu-Gi-Oh knowledge, huh? Yes, I think so. I've never struggled getting women owing to my Yu-Gi-Oh lore. And now we'll activate Blast Magician to destroy his Armageddon Knight. And yeah. Oh, actually, I shouldn't have... it doesn't really matter. I thought it was asking me to activate the effect to absorb the spell counters, but that was only if Blast Magician was destroyed. So far, this has been a pretty even match. But, unlike Chaz Princeton, my deck has combo potential. Yeah, that's about it for this old chunk of coal, Chaz Princeton. As soon as I can bring another monster into play, this is over. You won't be able to Google your way out of danger in this game? I would never Google my way out of danger anyways. See, this is a fake out if I ever saw one. You know what, let's just activate it instead of having to skip through this. Cold Haunted, go for Breaker. No, go for, no. Silent Magician. Battle Phase. Yeah. Yeah, that face down was a bait, if ever there was a bait. If he had a card that could have turned anything around, he would have used it by now. And I refuse to believe my opponent's draw into Mirror Force at the last moment. We got Infernal Incinerator. That card sucks. It's actually, it's a level 6 with 2800 attack points, but it loses 200 for every card in your hand. I think it loses... How does that go? I think it loses 500 for every card in your hand, but it gains 200 for every card on your opponent's side of the field or something like that. It's like... it's an interesting card, I'll give them that, and it has a cool artwork, but it's not great. Darkblade. Infernal Reckless Summon is actually a really, really good card. Unfortunately, not in this strategy, but if you had something like Cyber Dragons, you could summon a Proto Cyber Dragon with, or any of the Cyber Dragon retrains, the Naxters and and such, who count as Cyber Dragons that have less than 1500 attack points. Then you use this card and you just swarm the field with other Cyber Dragons. Kind of like machine duplication, but yeah, this is a really good card. Not for our strategy though, because we don't run a lot of weak 1500 and lower monster that we want to be special summoning. Doomsday Duel. Okay, so now we're facing off against Atticus, who is Alexis's brother. And he runs the Red Ice deck. And we're actually inside of a big volcano. You guys have to sort of bring that into the into the theater of the mind we got going here. He's also taken over by Night Shroud, who is the final villain, because it's just darkness. And there's a great moment when Zane becomes evil, where he puts this on again to try to reclaim Zane, but then he realizes that Zane the darkness that's taking over him, it's not a spiritual force, it's just his own heart. And it's a really beautiful moment. Alright, this is not a great opening hand. But I'm sure we'll draw into a strategy sooner or later. Cyber Dragon was one of my favorite cards, along with Breaker and Chaos Sorcerer. Oh yeah, Cyber Dragon's great. Cyber Dragon always... Cyber Dragon is one of those strategies that's always rogue playable. It's kind of like Blue Eyes. It's a better strategy than Blue Eyes. It's more interesting, I think, but because there is so much love behind that archetype, behind that playstyle, it's always going to be seeing some experimentation. Red Eyes, famously the strategy that's never going to be viable. Okay, Hunter Dragon. For the longest time, this used to be the best support card for the Cyber Dark strategy, because they could only equip to level 3 or lower dragons, and this one had the highest base stats. With the 800 attack, Cyber Darks, you'd have a 2500 beater. And that's actually... I actually have a really fun Cyber Dark deck, believe it or not, that is not super linear. Once the branded cards came out, and it has some bestial play as well, and I experimented with the Primeval engine, the Primite engine, but the bestials, they're kind of just nothing. I kind of hate them. I feel like they're very, very, very lazily designed cards. Primite, I think, is very interesting design, but yeah. Anyways, we could resurrect his Hunter Dragon, but actually I'd rather just attack him directly. I don't feel like squandering the most powerful magic card in the game on on Hunter Dragon, because I know he can bring out stronger cards. Oh. That's interesting. Another Mystic Tomato. Now I could use Call of the Haunted and bring back Goblinberg. They would crash, and then his Mystic Tomato would let him summon yet another Mystic Tomato. So I would be squandering the card. What kind of music do I tend to listen to? Favorite artist and/or band? Oh, I like Rainbow, Richie Blackmore's Rainbow. I like Pink Floyd. I like David Bowie. I like Johnny Cash. Like I like The Who. I like a lot of those sorts of 70s bands. I like King Crimson. A lot of the sort of more interesting prog rock bands. But I'm not a deep music guy in general. I do have the Ryan Gosling music playlist on my channel. I think that's not a hidden playlist. And no, I don't need to activate Call of the Haunted just yet. Okay, so activate the Magical Citadel. Then we activate Spell Power Grasp, just to start building up some spell counters for that thing. Now we could go for Dark Hole, blow up Mystic Tomato, bring back... we could bring back Goblinberg with Call of the Haunted. I guess. I just don't wanna, you know, these are really powerful cards I'm wasting over here, but I really don't wanna fall behind in tempo, because I already didn't open with a great hand. Where are we at? 3 spell counters, that's pretty decent this early on in this card's board presence. Alright, we've reclaimed the initiative. But now we don't have any... yeah. Oops. We don't have any counterplays. So now... God damn it. Okay, so... we'll activate Gold Sarcophagus. And we'll get rid of Endymion. How long until he can switch this? Okay, so he can do that right away next turn. I have to do this. I hate having to do this. Yeah, Hunter Dragon is the best play. Attack position. And hopefully he'll just activate a magic card so that my Citadel will be ready for when Endymion comes back. Okay, so he's actually outgrinded me. I don't believe it, Chad. The AI has the AI has outgrinded me. Excellent picks for sure. Prog rock definitely doesn't get enough love. Yeah, my dad was really into like just rock and roll and metal, and so I was. Prog rock was where I veered off into when I started playing music. Ooh. Again, we need to just push the initiative. Yeah. And turn. No! Okay, so the AI is generally adverse, it seems like, to crashing monsters into each other. I'll set. And I'll attack his face-down monster, because I don't want him to be bringing out... God damn it. Okay, so he's seemingly going to be bringing out his red eyes, if he has it in hand. This is also a fun effect of Masked Dragon. He's sort of like Mystic Tomato for the Dragon archetype. And they retrained him for the Worm archetype to work the same way. There's this like Unmasked Dragon or whatever. And it's the same monster but without the mask. There we go. Oh! God damn it. But he shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. You went for... Ooh, you misplayed so bad. Because I wouldn't have been able... I would have had to tribute summon my Endymion. So now we can bring back our monster reborn, definitely. Now, it would have been fun if I'd have been able to use Endymion to pop Red Eyes, and then use Monster Reborn to bring his Red Eyes back and go for game. But, oh wait! I don't need to. I have Old Vindictive Magician. So I just flip summon him, pop Red Eyes. No, I didn't wanna set it. Oh, I can activate it, no worries. Thank you. Bring me your Red Eyes in attack mode, thank you. Now see, this was a beautiful victory. And because we want to add insult to injury, we'll attack with Old Vindictive Magician last, the very weakest of my monsters. I control 2 of his monsters, by the way. I hope everybody appreciates that. I had more of his stuff on my field than he had on his field. That's game! And now Atticus becomes a good guy. Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, Black Dragon's Chick, and the Mystic Tomato. I'll use none of them. Field of Screams. Now this is Carmilla, the vampire. And she has at this point defeated Crowler and Zane. And she only defeated Zane with shenanigans. Camula. And she uses the vampire strategy and just like some fiends and zombies, so she's not very difficult. All right. God damn it. I set 1 card and I end my turn. Oh no. No, I'm not gonna shut down her effect because she's gonna mill a card from my deck. She selected spell card. God damn it. Well, in that case, I guess I'm getting rid of a dark hole. Would have loved to be able to get rid of like creature swap or something. Alright. We just need to draw into a monster or some sort of playmaker. God damn it. No, not exactly what I wanted. I don't want to activate my breakthrough skill just yet. Don't worry about that game. You don't need to ask me. Damn. Vampire Genesis? No. Ryukaki. Damn, chat. It's not looking too hot. Oh, but hold on. Because now we actually might have something going for ourselves. Provided he doesn't heavy storm me or giant trunate me again, I can blow this up. I can blow up her field. And hopefully that'll be good. We'll activate Mirror Force. Pop that. Alright, she sets. I just need a body. I just need a body. God damn it. Like, I think I have to do this. Ugh, I got rid of Vampire Baby. But she could have tributed. She could have used that for tribute fodder. Like, I just... She has no problem bringing out monsters. I have many problems bringing out monsters. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I have to breakthrough skill that. I cannot allow her to special summon anything. But it was decent of me to get her to discard anyways. I had her pay the cost and then not resolve anything. Ah. Alright, it's about damn time. Damn! So now, we'll activate Wonder Wand, first of all. Just to beef him up a bit. Next, we'll play Spell Power Grasp. To charge him up. Get another one. He gets another one. And yeah, activate his effect to pop. That was close. But we managed to bring it back. Now, provided we don't die like total dickheads, we should be able to turn this duel around. See? Yeah, let's go for another Spell Power Grasp. Just to charge him up and to dig through our deck a little bit. Battle phase. Direct attack. Yeah, Kamila, how does it feel not having anything to summon and your opponent is just spamming you with low-level monster attacks? I wasted so many really good cards going after her. Oh no. I guess my Pitch Black Power Stone, I don't really care about that. I don't really want to. No reason to go up against Vampire Lord in any capacity, really. Now, so we could go for Blast Magician via Call of the Haunted. I could charge him up. I could charge him up with Spell Power Grasp, and I could even creature swap if I summoned Raging Flame Sprite. But then she would have Raging Flame Sprite, not me. I could attack twice. I'm actually thinking the better strategy right now is just to creature swap immediately. And go for battle. Crash into Raging Flame Sprite. Hope to God she can't somehow protect this thing because it's a dangerous card to give my opponent. So I want to get rid of spell cards. Your combo pieces, get rid of them. And now, main phase 2. Set a card. Because it's good to have another Call of the Haunted in case she manages to make some moves. We're getting down to the wire though. My deck is my deck is beginning to struggle more and more with these duels as they proceed. Ay ay ay. Okay, so Call of the Haunted. Raging Flame Sprite. Now normal summon. Well, yeah, let's normal summon, get rid of these two cards. And yeah, let's do battle. Yeah, just Vampire Lady. Ain't no thing. Ah, Kamula. What do you have? Do you have another monster to set? Not good enough, unfortunately, because I'm gonna destroy that thing. Get lost. What was it? If you know card in your field zone and all physical monster you control... Okay, it was just bait. Doesn't matter. No, I don't want to activate cards. Stop asking me to do that. I'm trying to go for game. Do you want to finish the duel or activate the effect of a card? Just finish the duel. So yeah, we managed to defeat her. We rescue Zane and Crowler. Booster pack from Cyrus. We get Vampire Genesis. Giant Trunate. That's a good card. And Foolish Burial. An insanely good card. Giant Trunate. Foolish Burial. So Giant Trunate as a bounce is a really, really solid card because it allows us to reuse cards like Call of the Haunted or Premature Burial. Dual Distraction. So that's when we fight against the Amazon lady. But before we do, I want to open up some of these Cyrus True. Oh wait, we also have Chaz packs. Open up some Chaz packs, gang. Fog King. That's a really good boss monster for this era. Not good as in really meta. He's just really fun. When you play like some cube format, and you kind of want this. So tribute one monster or no monster to normal summon this. The attack of this card becomes the combined attack of all tributed monsters. Neither player can tribute cards. Just here, you can take control of the duel. This is a better effect than any of the Egyptian gods has. Fog King. Let's actually add that to my list of cards that I have access to, but I'm not using. Just as a fun sort of switcheroo to how we've been playing so far. Formation Union. Different Dimension Master, that's a fun card. That's like I talked about this on stream already, but that's an old school Acer classic. Let's add him. DDM to our list. Probably also Different Dimension Destroyer. When this is removed from play. Yeah, okay. So provided we get a lot of DD cards, it might actually be fun to shake up our deck like that. Add cards like Dimension Fusion, Return from the Different Dimension. We do have Soul Release already, but just find like the Different Dimension Warrior ladies and things like that. Also because we have Chaos Emperor Dragon, so you know. At the end of the battle phase, if this was sent, choose one monster, place it on top of your deck. Yeah, I don't want that. Nothing like a good Chaz pack in the morning. Oh, hey, hey, hi without horns. The Amazon lady who is somehow also a tiger, right? Yes, and also Bastian abandons his friends to live with her in the alternate dimension in the 3rd season, I believe. But then I do believe he is forcefully returned. No, he goes to her in the 2nd season or something. I don't fully remember, but I do think he is forcibly returned. Lightning Vortex, that's a decent card. Not as good as Dark Hole, though. Different Dimension Borderline. Well, there are no spell cards in your graveyard. Neither player can conduct their battle phase. Interesting card. Not a very good card, though. Chthonian Blast. When a face of monster you control is sent to the grave, destroy the one... Oh, that's that card Chaz used against me earlier. Another Chthonian Blast. Card of Sanctity. But it's not the anime version. No, it's not. Cup of Ace, a shitty draw card. Another Fog King, that's fun. I always wanted to build a deck with the Itsu brothers. These are like union guys who all are sort of Technicolor skin suit kind of rubber gummy men. But apparently this is a really trash strategy, so I'm happy I never went for that. One more Chaz pack and then we'll move on to see what Cyrus has. DD Designator, Spell of Pain, Ocha Muscle. DD Survivor, this is also a stone cold old school laser classic card. Allure Queen, Cyberdark Impact, the worst booster pack of all time, had this in level 3, 5, and 7, and it had Queen's Bodyguard, her support card. Just the worst booster pack of all time. When your opponent activates a card for effect that will inflict damage to you, they take the pain instead. That's nothing. Declare one card name, look at your opponent's hands, and if they have the declared card removed from play, no. Castle Gate. Okay. Chaz, are you gonna give me some machines, or do you have... Yeah, okay, so this is the entrance into, like, the cyber strategy. He just gave me really Eternal Rest, which is a fun card. Cyber Twin Dragon. Some say best card in the Cyber Dark strategy. I say no. Cyber Altanin. I would say probably a better card in the Cyber Dragon strategy, right there. Yeah, this seemingly is just the Cyber Machine. Oh, well. There's also seemingly Hassleberry. We have, like, dinosaurs. Here, yeah, it's Gladiator Beast. Here, we have a card called Cyber Ogre 2. And it's a fusion of two Cyber Ogres. And it boggles my mind that Cyber Ogre has not become a fully rounded Cyber strategy of its own. Because we have Cyber Ogre, and its effect is that when a Cyber Ogre battles, you can discard another Cyber Ogre to just double its attack to 3,800, which is really, really good. Like, not really, really good. I mean, it's a level 5, so you have to tribute into it. It's an Earth machine. You know, it's not a great card, but that's a decent, like, kind of battle effect. You know, fine enough for the era. Probably you want to special summon it somehow, but whatever. They also have a card called Byroad's Sacrifice, which is has a really good artwork, actually. Let me Google that up for you guys. It's like an eye looking into a gap. Hold on. Open image. Here you go. Yes, like a monster, like this. And so if a card is destroyed by battle, you special summon a Cyber Ogre from your hand. Way too slow to see any play in the game today, and even in the game back then, like, not really great. But I don't know. I like Cyber Ogres. I think they have a cool visual, and this is their boss monster. And you know, I think that this would have been. I would have loved to see this get more support. Just this idea of, because the deck strategy, and you know, Shepard, who used this, also had cards like Cyber Esper and Trojan Blast and things like that, which, you know, don't ultimately fit into that strategy, but whatever. But the Cyber Ogre strategy basically is these monsters will win every single battle they are engaged in. And that, as a gimmick for an archetype, I think is really fun, because even aggressive beatdown strategies are gonna be forced to reckon with, yeah, I can never actually defeat one of these things in battle, so I have to do something else. So I think that's really fun. Let's open one more. Get you a romance interest that would abandon their own dimension and species for you. True love there. Huh. But yeah, but I don't think it was I think it was lust. Here's a fun card. Cyber Ouroboros. Draw. When this is removed from play, you can draw. Like, yeah, just a fun card. Let's open more chat packs. I feel like his assortment of cards was a bit better formatted for my deck. Here's my favorite kind of Yu-Gi-Oh card. Artwork, at least. Trap cards with some sort of space, celestial, extraterrestrial, astral artwork. There's a lot of really good ones of these in the 5Ds era. And actually, my favorite example of this is Last Resort. It's actually a GX card. It's for the Crystal Beast strategy, I believe. Whenever these trap cards have these vague space theming artworks, I'm a fan. Like, look at this. Like, this is such a cool artwork. And yeah, Space Gate, that's another one. And that's a card I love. It's unfortunately not a good card, but it's still a card that I love. What does this do? You can only activate this if both you and your opponent have 5 or less cards on the field. The maximum number... No, get lost. None of these control strategies for us. Thank you very much. Let's go and duel Amazon Lady. Play Blue Eyes like a real one? No. Blue Eyes sucks. I wouldn't say that. I think there's a lot of fun experimentation that's been done with Blue Eyes. I loved when they had Danger Blue Eyes, and then the Thunder Dragons came out, and they just took the Danger Blue Eyes strategy, threw the Blue Eyes cards out, put the Thunder Dragon cards in, and it became a tier 1 strategy. Alright, now let's duel. I activate my Pot of Greed magic card to draw 2 cards. Ooh, hold on. I should summon her. Because Breaker as a way of going around her strategy will be better than her going around. Because if they manage to get this off the field, at least I'll have Breaker. Whereas if they get Breaker off the field and I have this, that's not as good a situation to be stranded in. This gains 100 for every Amazonas. Nah. Now, we activate... Let's go for enemy controller. Save up our mirror force. Because Breaker can blow this away. And pop that as well. Oh. Hey, that's pretty good. I could also Soul Taker her away. Yeah, actually, let's do that to try to bait out one of those face downs. Okay. Okay. Now let's summon Breaker and just... There we go. There we go. Fiendish Chain, a classic card of the era. Breaker the Magical Warrior has been rendered trash. But it's fine, I still have this. And even if she manages to summon something strong, it won't matter, we have Mirror Force. Amazonas Paladin. Yeah. Now we go for Mirror Force. Does he have Trap Jammer? No. Blue Eyes is okay now. Blue Eyes is okay now. Blue Eyes is great because it goes through like ebbs and flows. They got that new structure deck that gave them a bunch of new strategies. So I'm really happy for that. Yeah, Cyber Ogre could be a nice semi-archetype. Yeah. And like, imagine Cyber Ogre as a splashable engine, where, you know, it's maybe 5 or 6 or 7 cards or whatever. And just the gist of this is, if you have a deck that needs a battle phase, you put the Cyber Ogres in, and they can get you through basically most battle phases in the game. Like if you run a control deck or you do something like that. Like, because when was the last time we had a splashable battle phase engine? I don't think we've had one of those. And now I haven't played the game competitively for like 3 or 4 years at this point, so maybe we have had one since, but yeah, that's sort of where I'm at. I think that would be interesting. More interesting than like, here's my engine that gets me to draw 5 cards and gets 3 negates, which I don't believe is still indicative of Yu-Gi-Oh! My understanding is that the current meta, the current formatting of the game is not at that horrendous state anymore. Not Dark Magician, I've won tournaments running him. You've not won very good tournaments running him, because he has never been that good. Unless you just have him to use Dark Dragoon at some point. How do you feel about the dichotomy between the original vision of Yu-Gi-Oh! As the king of games being abandoned in favor of monster card system we know today? So I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I talked about this yesterday. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! The manga as a sort of expression of king of games, because the best duels are Yugi versus Strings, or the ceremonial duel, where it's either Yugi being really good at playing games rather than having strong decks, or it's storytelling with game mechanics. So like, Yugi uses Gold Sarcophagus to banish, it's the anime version of Gold Sarcophagus, banish Monster Reborn, so that if Yami tries to use it later on, he won't be able to, and then Yami tries to use it to summon Slifer and win, but then it's revealed that that's the card he put into the coffin, and that's like, no, I reject your spirit resurrection, because now you must go to the afterlife. And that's such a beautiful way of going about it. It's the same as with, they do that again actually in Dark Side of Dimensions, where Yugi and Kaipa, they swap hands. Yugi has to give Kaipa Monster Reborn from his hand to activate Magical Contractor, I believe. And yeah, it's again like Kaiba uses Monster Reborn. He wants the spirit of the Pharaoh. He wants to duel him again. But then it's like, no, Kaiba, I will not let you do that. So I love that. As for the just generic card game, like I don't think it's ever become that. I think Yu-Gi-Oh has always been. It has always had like strong characters. Even the lesser animes. I haven't actually watched Sevens or anything after that. I watched some of Reigns, and I haven't watched much Sexual. I've watched a bit of it, but it's always had like interesting characters, interesting stories. It's never been, to my knowledge at least, like of what I saw of it, it was never, even when it abandoned like the King of Games approach to like that story gimmick, it was never a bad show or never a bad story. Now, let's go on. I could summon Tricky to prep for Dark Magician of Chaos, but he might have something and I don't want to squander him just yet. Blois is one of my favorite dragon designs in media, but sadly it wasn't very good when I used to play, so I never had the chance to make a deck around it. Yeah, I mean, all of the artwork is super good. Opponent takes all battle damage that you would have taken from a battle involving this card. Lame! So now, I guess I crash these two together. There we go. Dang. No, I'm not. I'm gonna attack this. But she doesn't get her attack because I took the damage and not her. Damn. Damn, she's actually managed to turn it around a little bit on me there. No, no, no! I need to draw monsters, damn! I'm not in a good way, bro. Draw. Shit, son. I guess I'll set that. It's fine. She's not putting 7,100 attack points on the board. But if we hey, if we don't get some cards going for ourselves, we are finished, chat. We are finished, chat. Tanya, she beat me. I can't believe it. We? Yeah, we! This is a collective effort. The first real legit defeat, by the way. I don't count the Exodia one. Okay. Well, in that case, we're going into the deck editing. So we had get rid of this. Source of Concealing Light. Well, I might keep that. Dust Tornado, don't need that. Magic Cylinder, don't need that. Chaos Based Trapple, don't need that. Don't need two of him. Magic Garsets, get rid of them. This is too slow. Prime Material, get lost. Thrift Gaia, probably won't use that. We have, first of all, we had Double Spell. Also, we have Detonate. But we're not going to be using that because we're not going for an out-and-out Karipo strategy here. Discard one spell card, target. Let's put that into the side deck. I need to think about that a little bit. Giant Trunade, however. Harpy's Feather Duster, I should have had that. Also with that, I don't need Heavy Storm anymore. Giant Trunade, where are you? No, it's a bit up. There it is. We had Foolish Burial. That goes directly into the deck. Because it's such a good card. It begins with an F too. I don't know why I'm scrolling down. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Different Dimension Master and Fog King. So Different Dimension Master goes into the side deck. Oh, he's probably way up. Yeah, here he is. And Fog King. That's just a fun sort of... that's just a fun card to use. Nothing more. There we go. Now, we're running 43 cards. Pitch Black Power Stone can go. Because I'm never using that and it's a slow card. Breakthrough Skill, that's fine. Mirror Force. Seven Tools of the Bandit. So I'm thinking, if we include Fog King, if we include Fog King, I guess since he's a level 0 in that I can just normal summon him, and he has no attack, he's a fine just body to have on the field. I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna regret putting him in my deck though. I think he's just gonna brick. Okay, so the rematch of the century. Maybe the real heart of the cards was the friends we made along the way. Time to change the Crystal Beast. I haven't unlocked any of the Crystal Beasts, but also those were a tier 1 deck just a few years ago. See, I'm gonna win this duel easy because now I actually have cards. First we go for the Magical Citadel of Endymion. Next we go for a Pot of Greed. Then I could go for Breaker, but I think I should instead. Okay, so Breaker, I can pop back row, but then I won't be able to get over this. So I should probably attack into her first, but if I do... No, I mean if I do, I'll just... I do lose the spell counter, but Magical Citadel of Endymion just gets it, so I should attack first, take the chance, take the risk. Yeah, okay. Main phase 2, pop back row. Oh yeah, I could have sacrificed the Citadel spell counter, I forgot. And let's set our Mirror Force. Exploder Dragon, you always love to see that thing in your hand. Friends along the way, now unfortunately our souls are at odds. Brother, I need more power. Bro is not making it to the end phase. His ass is destined to the Shadow Realm. Your mistake was trying to attack me, Tanya, for I have the magic of... I have the trap magic of Mirror Force. I only have one spell counter though. That ain't good. Marauding Captain. Into... I don't know. I guess... just to put this on board, but it won't do anything for me. Now I can do 2 direct attacks. And I end my turn. Yeah, this is what she has been reduced to, chat. This is what she has been reduced to. So now we get rid of Exploder Dragon and Marauding Captain to summon Endymion. And we battle. Send Endymion. And then we send Breaker. And then we set another Mirror Force, and she'll never expect it. Because I believe Mirror Force might not have been at 3 at this era. Then again, it might have. Damn, girl, you've stolen so much attack from my monsters. But don't you worry about that. Check this out, chat. I cleared out her entire hand. I cleared out her entire field. I didn't lose a single life point. It's over. Never in her life. She never had a chance. That's game! No, it wasn't. Easy duel. A reason to win. Okay, so Titan comes back, and this time Alexis is dueling him. All it took was a quick Google search. I didn't Google search nothing! This is slander. You are slandering me. Also, he has like magical powers in this duel. I activate my Gold Sarcophagus Magic card to get rid of my Endymion. Then I activate my Pot of Greed Magic card to draw 2 cards. God damn it. Then I set 2 face down cards. A trap negate and a magic negate. And with that, I end my turn. Pandemonium. So this is, neither player has to pay life point costs. And yeah, you can endlessly go for this. We're just not. Okay. Okay. So I think we both sort of came out with trash hands, or so it seems. I summon Goblinberg. And I'll attack you directly. Ah! Unfortunately, I have my 7 tools of the bandit. Main phase 2, I guess we set Call of the Haunted, because this thing probably won't stick around on the field much longer, and end our turn. Also, it's good to have that, because if he destroys it, and we get... oh, goddammit. We get into some plays, we might be able to use it to bring out Endymion a bit faster. Just normal summon this. Don't think too hard about that. Direct attack! And turn. Obviously we don't attack with Exploder Dragon because Exploder Dragon doesn't do battle damage. What? An actual ritual being performed! Oh! Okay, actually disrupted my strategy. That's interesting. No, wait! If I crash, the field will be empty. No, I need to attack. If I leave him the initiative, he might summon a weaker monster to crash into my Explorer Dragon and keep that thing on the field. And we can't have that. Breakthrough skill I will set. Turn Endo. Ritual summon EU. Ritual summons! Oh, we will not slander the greatest of great summoning mechanics, ritual summons. No real duelist speaks ill of ritual summoning. I'm a fan of any deck that can, because I used to play a lot of meta Yu-Gi-Oh! Then I sort of reached the point of, I'm tired of this, so I started just doing deck challenges. I have like a fun Chaos Form ritual deck. It's actually, you know, not meta, but it's really fun to play with. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Is really, really, really fun when you aren't trying to be the greatest player in the world and you just, you know, you're just playing strategies you like. When you try to have fun with the game, it's actually surprisingly easy. When you're not tryharding and spending, you know, $500 on a deck, it's actually really fun. And rituals are quite fun with that. There's a lot of interesting deck building challenges that are involved with rituals. Your move, Titan. Another ritual summon. $200 for each normal monster in your graveyard. Ew. But still, we can't have that. You should have activated that before, idiot. Yeah, I need to go for Harpy's Feather Duster first. There we go. Then we use Dark Hole, thank you. You idiot! You absolute fool! And we set our breakthrough skill again and start direct attacking with Breaker. And he's out of resources! He doesn't have anything! Chad, I did it. Summon a monster, you won't. Pathetic. I tribute Breaker to summon the Dark Red Enchanter. Now I activate his special ability. Get rid of the card in your hand. You fool. I'm just dominating him. This is just about dominating my opponent at this point. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a direct attack and it's over. It's over. Look at how angry this guy is. Let's see, we got Harmonian Double Summon. Hey, we got the Jesse Anderson booster pack. Let's go for the Amniel's endgame, though. So this guy was like the janitor or something of Duel Academy, and he became evil. I forget exactly. No, this is Amniel. Okay, so he has a bunch. This is a. I'm thinking about the main villain. This is I couldn't tell from the thumbnail. This is Banner, Lyman Banner with the cat, and he has an alchemy deck, and they still haven't given us the alchemy beasts. I don't believe, which is really a shame. And he also has like the Helios cards, which are pretty fun, not great. Grenmaju and Golden Homunculus are superiors. But he has like Macrocosmos and things of that nature. An interesting duelist, an interesting deck for this era. I guess summoning Breaker is all we can really do at this point. This is actually a really good going second hand, but it's fine. Been fun, but I'm head out. Godspeed and don't let your meat loaf. Huh? What do you mean by that? But yeah, that's yeah. Thank you for joining. So now, use Breaker, pop this. Is it Macrocosmos? No, it's Grand Convergence. Okay then. Battle! Attack him directly! Because he might have some sort of jar card, and in that case I still want to do the 100 damage. Ah. I never in a life thought that his monster would have more than 1600 attack. Alright then. Alright then, Banner. Show me what you got. Oh. Okay, okay. I do have all the materials I need to bring out Dark Magician of Chaos. So, need to strategize a little. He is... Okay, go for Soul Taker. Pop the Neobug. Okay then, activate Call of the Haunted to bring back Breaker. Response? Okay. He might not actually be able to do anything about me bringing out Dark Magician of Chaos. I'm expending a lot of resources into this move though. So, like my Call of the Haunted and my Monster Reborn. Hopefully it's not a it's not a battle trap. Also, this helps him banishing his monsters, I just realized, because that's what his ultimate game plan is about. But he runs the Helios cards, so it's not exactly a big danger to me. I'm gonna reclaim my Monster Reborn. And now it's his move. And he did mill a bunch, so we may want to actually take a look at what he got. Great Angus. Hold on. Special summon this by attributing this to the removed from times 300. Okay. We have one of those, so we would have 300 attack points. It's not worth it. Summon Marauding Captain. Summon Blast Magician. So that's 4,000, that's 5,400. Do I have the stats actually to just no, I don't. Damn. But it's fine. But Acer, regarding the fun you talked about, I thought almost every modern deck was designed to play really long first turns and win. Well, again, if you're trying to, it depends on who you play with. Like, you can't be dueling players that really, like, that's the sort of try-hard mentality. And I don't blame duelists for that, honestly, because, well, like, that's just the best strategy? Are people supposed to not play the best strategy? I don't think so. And so, it's ultimately it's ultimately up to the designers. I could have brought back something better than Breaker, but we're about to wrap this duel up anyway, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Battle phase. No, Jesus. Oh, I didn't need to bring anything back. I miscalculated. So now he's a good guy again. What do we get? Do we get Sabatiel? In the anime, Jayden was given Sabatiel by him. Why do I not get Sabatiel? Ridiculous. Yeah, this is the janitor villain guy. I built this school, and now I've returned. Oh, he's the original headmaster, Kagemaru. What? You want the sacred beasts? I'm master of shadow games, and I gave Shepard the keys. And it's just like a whole thing. But yeah, he plays with the sacred beasts, so this duel is gonna be easy. And yeah, he became younger through some kind of magic. I forget. Alright then. Pot of Greed. I would have been really happy if I could have put out my magic cylinder, because I would have had so many spell counters. Ah, it's fine though. It's whatever. It's one of those blame the game, not the player situations. Yeah, totally. Totally. I activate the magical citadel of Endymion. And it's kind of like open body bodybuilding. In the Olympia, where like people complain that all the bodybuilders, they just like look really ugly and unaesthetic. They're just bloated and disgusting. And it's like, yeah, but that's what this contest is now. And they have alternate formats if you want aesthetics, if you can play Edison, you can play Time Wizard, you can play Genesis. There are other Yu-Gi-Oh game formats that aren't 15-minute turns. But there's no real way of fixing the base game anymore without drastically overhauling it on a fundamental level. And the people who complain the most about the current iteration of the game, they're not the hardcore players. You know, the hardcore players. So if you change the basic rules, probably the hardcore players, they're not going to leave. They'll just adapt to the new rules. The people complaining, how many of them are actually going to start playing competitively if they change the rules to accommodate more people? It's like, maybe some, but I don't know if it would be enough to go through the trouble of overhauling everything. Ah, okay, now, less strategy. Marauding Captain, Exploder Dragon. No, I don't want to. I want to summon in attack mode. No, I don't want to. Yeah, it's a Gemini. This is nothing. Though it is technically speaking stronger than anything I have. I guess we crash Exploder Dragon into it? And then we attack directly with Marauding Captain. There we go. Okay, main phase 2. Let's set 3 cards and end our turn. Wait, no, what did I do? I wasn't gonna activate it, god damn it. Also, I could have done this in the battle phase, I'm just realizing. God damn it. This wasn't... See, this is also why I think these games should have rollback, because these finicky, floaty interfaces, you sometimes misclick stuff. Okay, Earth. See, this is just... I just wasted a card. God damn it. That, on the other hand... Bring back Exploder Dragon. Summon Fuck King. Yeah, tribute both of my monsters for Fuck King, actually. Have a 2200 beater and shut down all tribute summoning. This, I have actually just successfully shut down the Sacred Beast strategy altogether. So long as I can keep him on the field. Now what is this? 2,200 and 3,000. Now the problem is that I have no means of getting rid of his his monsters, but he can't get rid of mine either. Not yet, at least. So we're sort of at a stalemate here. He would have still been old when he built the school, right? Like, they can't have been around for much longer than, like, what, 15 years? Well, so, no, not 15 years, like 10 years max. This happens 10 years after the original DM Yu-Gi-Oh! No, I don't want to activate anything. You turned him into a spellcaster? Why is Sylvis... Okay, he's into spellcasters. Guess what, bro? Get rid of all of your magic cards. And now we do battle. Kagemaru. It is done. You can tribute summon nothing. God damn it. Okay. The costs he has to pay are just abysmal, but it doesn't matter. Ooh, Foolish Burial. We'll activate that. I'll get rid of... Ooh. Let's get rid of... No, actually... Let's get rid of Endymion. Yeah, this is the play. Now we just draw into Monster Reborn or something, and then we can pop this. Oh, he has like a Gemini strategy? What trash is that? Activate reinforcements, go for Goblinberg. Higher attack stats, that's the only reason I'm picking it. Normal summon. And what does this do? Herculean power. If you're controlling close monster, you can do nothing. Special summon a Gemini from your hand. Okay. But the thing is that... Wait a minute. No, I'm wrong. Fucking doesn't shut down the Sacred Beasts, because the Sacred Beasts are special summoned. They're not tribute summoned. And that's a big... That's why they are not as sacky as the Egyptian gods. That was like a whole thing, actually. Okay, no matter. If he's trying to build up into Haman, he's doing a decent job so far. And that's the only reason he would summon that. Alright then. Unfortunately for you, I activate Mirror Force! You idiot! You thought you'd get rid of my Goblinberg, but I will keep him on board, and I will attack you directly. And in 2 turns, there will be nothing left of you, Kagemaru. I end my turn. Wait, why didn't I attack with Fog King? He attributed... Ah, goddammit. That doesn't matter, I wouldn't have won. I activate my Mirror Force again! And now we'll attack you directly and end this. Ha! The sacred beast cannot be defeated! And then he becomes old again. It's true, I'm an old man, wanting simply what every old man wants, to be young again. And he was trying to do it with the sacred beasts. Can't you forgive a decrepit old soul for wanting to take over the world? Yeah, I guess. But don't you see, old-timer? Stealing power from something or someone isn't any way to feel alive again. You've got to find the strength in yourself. Magna cum laude. Oh, actually, that's not the end of the season, because now Crowler is dueling against Chumley about whether or not Chumley is disqualified or something from the school. It's like a weird sort of filler duel, I guess. And after that, I believe, is the graduation match against Zane Truesdale. So we'll actually get to fight off the Cyber Dragons instead of having to substitute in, which we had to do earlier. Oh, he made me go first? That's fine. Chumley, your koala strategy is no match for my reinforcements of the army. Now I'll... No, actually, just normal summon Breaker. And set Mirror Force. And also set Call of the Haunted. And turn. What a cringe advice. Obviously it's better to drain it from other forces. Jaden doesn't even get old people at all. Jaden is, he's a simpleton. That's the thing about Jaden Yuki. I activate Breaker's ability to pop back row. Normal summon Marauding. Special summon Exploder Dragon. A strategy I find myself going back to more often than I'd like to admit. Breaker attack. Okay, that's fine. Marauding Captain attack. End turn. So actually koalas are not an all bad strategy, because there are some good beast cards. And they can tap into that. Only because I don't want to give him the advantage, and I don't have a lot of strong cards right now. Switch to attack. What do you have? What do you have? 1500. Nah, we'll just go for a regular old battle phase. I kept hearing Chun-Li and was like, no, Chumley. He looks like a koala. He uses a koala deck. His dad has a hot sauce company and deck, or a beer company and deck, depending on whether you watch the localized censored version or not. Actually, let's Harpy Feather Duster him. I wanna... Yeah, like, we don't want that. We should attack with Exploder Dragon first. God damn it. God damn it, I actually can't get over that. So yeah, this is one of the strategies these koala assholes love to pull. Target one of my monsters. Ugh. No, I don't need to do that just yet. I've misplayed a little in my haste to try to wrap this duel up quickly. I've squandered a lot of my good cards, and I ought not have done that. But we'll resume. So now we'll do battle. Breaker. And Marauding Captain. Wait, actually I made a mistake. I should have had Exploder Dragon attack, destroy it, and then he would have taken an extra 100 damage from Marauding Captain. Oh, whatever. Set this. And if all goes as planned, we'll be done the next turn. Summon. Alright, battle. God damn it. Why does he keep... Get this into attack mode. And now, it's done. So I believe Crowler chose not to disqualify him, and also he works for Pegasus later on. Or maybe, oh no, he wasn't disqualifying, he was like trying to prove himself as like, he wanted to make cards, that's his dream job. Stop that crying, it's true that you lost the duel, nanane, nanone, I think he always says in the Japanese. Losing doesn't mean failing, and then it's like a whole thing, but he gets the job anyways. Now we got the Jaden booster. What is this? That's Wombat. No. Yeah, the graduation match. We'll play that, and then we'll go to the card shop and shuffle some stuff around. So Zane got to choose whomever he wanted to duel against in his graduation match. He chooses Jaden and passes the torch. And in the anime, it's a tie. Even though Zane Truesdale had like 5 different opportunities to take the win. And that's kind of a problem with the way they were still scripting these duels in this era, is that they often just have them horribly misplay to their own detriment. Okay, so start with Gold Zark. And as always, we'll be turfing our Endymion. This is actually a very St. Truesdale strategy, except he uses different dimension capsule. Pot of Greed. Okay. He can just draw when this is destroyed. And he negates. Okay, so... Summon Marauding Captain. Get out our Silent Magician. And let's set this face down and end our turn. I don't want to empty out his field just yet, because I know he probably has Cyber Dragon in his hand already. He does run 3 of them things. Okay, no, he didn't have Cyber Dragon in his hand. Alright, that's good. Let's go for Rhoda. Dig for another Marauding Captain, actually. Because Marauding Captain has a magnet effect, where it's the only warrior my opponent can attack. And now that I have 2 of them, he can't declare attack against either. And my Silent Magician is going to have 2,000 attack when his turn begins. Cyber Dragon will be able to go over that, unfortunately, if he manages to draw into it. But even if he does, we can just Dark Hole and then go for some more plays. I should be in a good situation to just clear this duel out in my next turn if he doesn't turn things around right now. Core. That is actually a really good card. But I don't think he has the best cyber support cards already. Like, does he have Power Bond? Is that the play he's going for here? No, he doesn't even have that. So now, what's the other effect of this? So, search, controls a monster, banish to special summon. You can only use 1 core. Okay. So, honestly, could just tribute my Marauding Captains for Endymion. A more careful strategy, I would have just been to normal summon Breaker and use him to start popping back row. Okay. So anyways, should still be game. Right? Yeah. Yeah, easy. The Cyber Dragon strategy was no match. You really are great. I'm gonna miss ya. So now I have Zane Truesdale's deck. I have the Cyber End Dragon, Return Soul, that's a fun card, and Core. Alright, awesome. A new breed of hero, Aster Phoenix, and it's a duel against Jaden. Let's go to the card shop. Let's do some shopping. We unlocked Jesse, even though he hasn't canonically appeared in the series just yet. Whatever, doesn't ultimately matter. Armageddon Knight is alright for this era. Armageddon Knight. Sage of Silence, like Mind Haxers. Ugh. Let's see what else we got, Chad. Get some Crystal Beasts. Barrier Statues. We can get into that. That degenerate playstyle if we want to. Mind Wipe. So, oh, Shadow Fusion, chat! Yes! Shadows can be the fusion package we pivot our deck into, and then we can build it with Sabatiel as well. Alright then, we are back. We are back. Mind Wipe, this is a fun card. It just screws around with your opponent's hand. So like, opponent, I force you to shuffle your hand into the deck. It's like, god damn it, why? Why you do this? Now let's see what's here. Alchemy Cycle. Alchemy Cycle is a way of recycling low-level monsters, right? No. The attack of all face-up monsters you control becomes 0. Each time a monster that has an attack reduces 0 is destroyed by battle draw. Yeah, okay. It's an interesting card, I will give it that. But is it a good card? El Shadol Krista. I can summon her with Blast Magician. Must be fusion summoned. When your opponent would special summon, while you have a Shadol in your hand, you can negate it. Destroy that monster. Then send one Shadol from your hand to the graveyard. Okay, okay. That's cool. We just need to get more Shadol cards, I guess. Rare Metal Dragon. Come on. Jesse, you need to start delivering on some of these Shadol cards. Card Trader, get out of here. Get out of here with these beta ranked draw engines. El Shadol Construct, that's pretty good. What is this? Homunculus, the alchemical being. Actually, not a bad pull for the Shadol strategy. But I'm not lacking for light or darks in my deck, so it's kind of useless. Worm Zero. Yeah, this is the two reptiles ones. I believe reptiles actually got a viable archetype recently. Archetype recently. I love this. I'm obviously not going to use it, but this is one of my all-time favorite cards, and I love the retrain Gendora Cross or Gendora X. I love the second retrain, Giga Race, which hasn't released in the West even more. Its effect is that it pops based on how many different types of Gandoras in your graveyard. If there's one Gandora in your graveyard, it can destroy the field. If there is two Gandoras in your graveyard with different names, it can banish your opponent's field. And if there are three Gandoras in your graveyard with different names, you can banish your opponent's field and every card in their graveyard. And it gains like 300 for each banished card as well. So it's, you know, it's a ridiculously powerful card. It's not viable really because the Gandora strategy, it kind of required Dark Matter Dragon back in the day, but they banned that super hard, understandably. But you know, Gandora worked well with Dark Matter because it was a rank. It was a rank 9, but you overlaid it over a rank 8 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon. But also we have a new Gandora in the Millennium strategy. I haven't tested that with the old Gandora Giga Race strategies, but I imagine there's not a lot of synergy because you kind of need to. You can't just add that Gandora. You kind of have to have a package around the Millennium cards, and that's actually like I love that. I love that archetype as a showcase of how to do draw power as like the central gimmick of your strategy, and it's like retraining Yugi to be that. It's kind of fun. I'm pulling such trash cards now. Why don't I have any of the other Shadol cards? Come on. Jesse, please. Australian fauna is no joke, man. Those critters and whatnot will F you up. Jesse, please. Dummy Golem, Crystal Blessing. Another Gandora. Gemnite Garnet. Hey, we could go for Brilliant Fusion plays as well. There's a lot we could, you know, we have a lot of things on the table we could be going for. El Shadol Sheniganaga. That's the Earth one. I guess we have Marauding Captain and Goblinberg. Come on, Jesse, where are more Shadol cards? Stop with these Charmers, Familiar Possessed. Like, why am I getting 3 of these? Terrible. The pull rate is just trash here, man. Jesse, I'm wasting all of my points on you. You have to start delivering for me. Screw this. What does Jaden have? How have I spent so many points on Jesse and I haven't unlocked half the cards? God damn. Oh yeah, there are some of the more recent, more interesting hero cards. Is it just that though? Yeah, it seems like. Wait. Last Resort. No, I mean it is a Crystal Beast, but it's in Jaden's deck for some reason. Okay, so Jaden is just hero cards and seemingly Crystal Beasts. We don't need that. Ooh, the beginning of the end. Hold on. Banish 5 to draw 3. It's a fine card, but we probably don't have. Yeah, we don't really need it, and it's kind of overkill, and it takes a lot of setup, which we don't have access to. 2 more packs, and then we wrap things up, Chad. Any Shaddoll cards? No. Final pack. That's trash. That's trash, man. Okay. Okay. I guess. And we still haven't unlocked half the Jesse cards. It's crazy. Anyways, chat. I guess we'll call it quits there. Maybe pick this back up tomorrow. Though it is Easter tomorrow, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll be coming back to streaming then. We'll pick this up whenever. Thanks everybody for watching. See ya.